And this was the first year of my life I was like, I want to sing at the Grammys. Like literally, this was the year. Like to me, it was so far-fetched, I never even dreamed it before. But I'm like, no, I want to sing at the Grammys. Like I want to go to the CMAs next year. And I want to walk the red carpet. And I want to start littering my office with awards. Like I desire that. I never desired it before. You know what I mean? But it's like, I think that it's time, and it's what I want. And it's like when you're talking about sending me some of this motivational shit, I'm like, I need it, man. I'm ready to get off my ass. I'm ready to lose like 100 and something pounds. I'm ready to fucking start wearing a sock on my cock and do it in the helicopter when I get out of the shower. I'm ready to fucking start fucking winning awards. I'm ready to start fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to start fucking.
Trying to hold it in, the sock on my cock, doing the helicopter.
I'm trying to get after it, dog. I'm trying to make some real changes in life, man.
Yeah. You got to be careful with all the desires, though.
I'll talk to me.
I just say, I hear what you're saying, aspiring to be a lot of things. Like I want to be a lot of things too. And who is anybody to say you can't attain that because of, you know, the stories you're talking about with your mom earlier, going from a kid like that, who would guess that a kid like that would be in a situation that you are now? So to think you getting to Grammys, you know, the space between that isn't as far as the space that was that little kid to where you are now, right? So you can obviously attain that stuff. But when you talk about going up and down with some of your depression sometimes and identity and stuff like that, I think as far as like building from the inside out, you want to make sure you're going about it the right way, other than I want to litter my room with awards. Because if you don't get those awards, right? And I'm not saying that this is you. That's why I just say be careful. But if you don't get those awards, what does that mean to you? To some people, it could mean failure.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't worry about that. And I'll tell you why. I fear nothing because I have been where men are afraid to go. You cannot scare me with going back somewhere I've already been. Not only am I familiar with rock bottom, I was a fucking tour guide down there. I could show you around.
I love that.
I sat on that motherfucker Indian style most of my life. So I move fearlessly in music, whether or not anything works for me or not, because you can never scare me with sending me back where I've been. Ever. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid to lose everything today. People who are afraid to lose shit and who are afraid for shit not to work or consider not being successful, like I've already exceeded every expectation in life. I've already done everything they said I couldn't do. At this point, I'm just trying to put some whipped cream on what's already been the best brownie on earth. If I don't get the whipped cream, I don't care. It's the best brownie on earth.
Yeah.
And when I fuck this brownie up and I end up with an empty bowl, it won't be the first time I had an empty bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with this. I find peace. That's where the confidence in who I am and what I do is the opposite of the confidence I have as far as Jason, right? I know, and I think that's part of my deep-rooted shit too, is that I am not afraid of that. And it helps me so much in my business, Will, because I'm not afraid of losing everything. When I just dropped this new album where it was only singing, people literally told me, dude, you're going to lose it. Every fan you've ever built that liked you for rapping is going to think you abandoned them. They are going to jump off the train. You are going to get criticized. This record's it's not going to work. Man, fuck you. This music means the world to me. I put my soul in this. I put as much emotion to this music as any other music I've ever put in. This was the darkest, longest album I ever recorded. It took me a year to record this album. I mean, I will drop the documentary one day about the recording process of this album because I filmed every minute of it, and it was dark. This album got in some dark places. I wasn't worried. I'm not the guy you scare with saying shit's not going to work. Shit wasn't supposed to work in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't scare me with that. I'm going to run, not you, but anybody. It's like, I'm not labels, distributors, when they're like, yo, or like people are like, oh, I don't know, it's a little riskier. I'm dropping a YouTube video today called Dead Man Walking. And I was like, I want to blow up a trailer.
Spooky.
Shit's dope. Wait till you see it, Mama. I'll show it to you before you leave. It's so fire. But it's like, you know, there was a lot of people. I was like, I don't know, man. It's a little dark. It's a little of this. I'm like, man, I'm not. That's what it needs. It's real. Like, I want to get real with this shit, man. It's like, I'm not afraid of that shit, Will. It's like, if I don't get it, I didn't think I was going to get it till this year anyways. This is a new thought. I think it's because I needed a new goal. If we're going to be honest, I think I looked around and was like, when they invited me to the Grand Ole Opry, I was like, I manifested this. Like everything I said I wanted to do, I'm doing right now. I need new shit to do. I was like, I need new shit. It's like you, dude, you helped me today inviting me to this. You don't know that. But in my heart, it was like, oh, good, I got something to do tomorrow. This is dope. I got to get up. I can't let Will down. That's my boy. He wouldn't hit me if he didn't need me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he wouldn't have hit me last minute if he didn't need me to come in here and do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to be in here doing
Only hits me up when he needs me.
Yeah, no. You hit me up all the time, right? You hit me up all the time. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, all right, Taylor couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Will's fucking doesn't want to do a solo cast. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there. He knows, like, fuck it. He knows he could help me too. He knows the album just came out a few weeks ago. He knows I secretly want to get on anyways, probably. Talking about my fucking album. You know what I'm saying?
I can get his ass now.
So it's
no,
like,
I don't think that.
But it's like, to me, that shit helps, dog. It's like purpose. So for me, when I started talking about Grammys, man, that's my new thing. Like, I'm going for it, dude. Like, I'm fixing to fucking get up there and look good in a tuxedo, dog. I'm going to invite you. You're welcome to be my guest.
I'll fucking hand you the goddamn trophy. You get something.
I'm not saying I'm going
to
win
make one up.
Listen,
hey, we'll make one up. I'll just hand you a Grammy.
I'm okay with not even winning one. I'd like one. I just want to get there.
That's the thing. The start of your performance will just be me giving you the Grammy.
Right, just like
it's just part of the performance.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that fires me up hearing you say that. What I think we need to do is clip this whole thing for you, and that's what you need to listen to in the times where you're fucking down and low. Yeah. Because when you're explaining that stuff, you're talking about why. You're talking about your why, right? The whole start with why with Simon.
Yep.
And you're just talking about like why it doesn't scare you and why you feel motivated. But yeah, that's what I was thinking when you were saying that shit. I'm like, this is what you need to be listening to, yourself saying this stuff. Because a lot of times with, when you get into the depressive state, depression and stuff, sometimes it could just be a lack of perspective and just the way you're talking to yourself. Right. Because sometimes when you talk about your self-image or like identifying and stuff like that, then when I hear you say the awards and this and that, I'm like, oh man, what if he doesn't get it? Like what, and that one day strikes where he's thinking about self-image and what he was tied up into, not what you just went on right there with the TED Talk, what you need to be listening to anytime you're feeling down, because I thought that's real.
Are you a boxing fan?
Yeah, I more so back in the day than I am now.
So Tyson Fury, right? I don't know
Fury,
if you're familiar with his story, but
Fury and Wilder's the only
like
guys I watch.
Even me setting the new goals is kind of like what Tyson's public mental health advocate. He once got up
very much
400 something pounds, quit boxing, became a raging drug addict, alcoholic for a few years, lost all the weight, and fought Deontay Wilder the first time. That's very true story.
Right,
crazy story. But whenever my dude, George Lockhart, shout out to Lockhart, he's the greatest nutritionist on earth. He's the man. In every big fight that's happened the last 10 years, George helped that dude cut weight. Conor McGregor, you name it, right? George said that he was talking to Tyson, and Tyson's thing is what helps him with his depression is he's always, like, he's made working out his anchor, right? Like, training is his thing. Like, he sets fights up just to get out of his own funk, so he don't get in the way of himself. He's not fighting for money. He's a $100 million.
He knows he has to train if he sets up a fight.
He knows that, right? So he's like, he knows that like running, boxing, this is like a part of what keeps him going. Like Dwayne Johnson always references the gym, right? When you see his post all the time when he's like, this is my, that's why he calls it the Iron Paradise. He's like, this is it. This is church for me. This is my whole life is anchored around these 2 hours a day. Fuck all the movies, fuck all the fame. I have to come in here for these 2 hours and work this shit out. And to me, that's crazy. You are way more self-disciplined to have your phone buzzing right now, Will.
That wasn't.
I know.
I thought
you immediately went for your phone. Somebody's phone buzzing.
Well, I wanted to.
He never broke eye contact with me with.
I was going to silence that thing like, oh shit, I can't have that. It's just buzzing.
Meanwhile, Jack's back there. Hello? Yeah, I'm doing the boys. Yeah. I hit you when I leave.
Yeah, he's talking right now. No, not Will, it's Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell him you said what's up. I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also, go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.